we have some big news for you guys. We have some big news. But yes, tonight we are supposed to get 7 inches. Well, we're supposed to get upwards to 12 or more inches of snow coming. But with that being said, not only are we getting 12 inches of snow, tomorrow I am going up to Eagle River for the snowcross race. I will be up there after work. Yes, they start at 10. I don't get done with work until 12:30. I get to mom's about 1. I got to be on the road because I have to be there by 3 o'clock for pro practice. And then pro qualifying is at 4:30. Opening ceremonies for pro classes for the snowcross race is, that is at pro qualifying is, and all the pro stuff is all at 6 o'clock. But the pro practice is at 3, and pro qualifying is at 4:30. I'm going both days, tomorrow and Saturday. So, I mean, yeah. So, that'll be fun. Faith, get Lindsay on here. But yeah, I am going up to Eagle River for the snowcross, and I will be doing some video content on that. So she wanted to join, but in any event, that's why I came on, because I know you guys are going to be excited for some racing content, some snowcross content this weekend. So be on the lookout for some live streams. I will try to live stream some of the pro stuff and some of the different classes that I like. So you guys will see some content. But yeah, I lost my good battery. Yes, now I'm using a little Yokan little battery. I don't like to use this little battery. I wish I had my other one. I lost it while I was in the woods with Hank. But either way, I am going to the snowcross races this weekend up at Eagle River for AMSOIL Championship Snowcross. I will be going up there tomorrow after work. Yes, they start at 10. I don't get done with work until 12:30, 1 o'clock. But I will be up for pro practice, which is at 3 o'clock. Pro qualifying is at, and then pro qualifying is at 4:30, and opening ceremonies for pro classes are at 6. You guys will see content for all of that. But no, the trails are open up there, but the trails aren't open to get up there. Like for me to ride up there would be about, I couldn't do it because there's not snow and the trails aren't open. They're open up there, but they're not open to get up there. Yes, I do. I smoke weed, and then I got the vape right here. But either way, tomorrow I am going to be showing you guys some racing content, some snowcross racing. If you guys have flow, you guys can catch this AMSOIL Championship snowcross tomorrow on flow. But I got the weed right here. But that's not why we're on here. We're on here because I'm going to the snowcross event tomorrow. And you guys will see some content. Because I do. That's just what I do. What else is there to do? I don't have to spend money. I work and get SSI, and I'm saving my money. So, my girlfriend buys me my weed so I can save. Because she's bad at it, so, and I am too, but either way, I'm not touching this money. Because I got my weed paid for. That'd be the only reason why I would buy, why I would need to spend if I didn't have my weed paid for. So now I can save money. So what are you talking about? I don't have an issue. I do what I want to do, but I mean, I don't have an issue. I love it because you know what? I'm going to show you guys some cool racing content. I love racing in general. Racing is my passion. Someday you guys will see me snowmobile racing. So, yeah, you guys will hear me in the snowmobile racing. Because my dad did snowmobile racing when he was younger, and so did my uncle, my dad's brother. So did my grandpa. My grandpa helped out race teams and had a driver of his own. So, and my dad and grandpa and my uncle were very successful. We're not going to get political here because you don't want to know where I stand. You may not like my opinion, so we're just going to leave it at that. Just stop all politics. We do not talk about politics in this chat. Thank you. Yeah, but if you guys do any of you guys watch AMSOIL Championship Snowcross? If you do, what class do you like? I mean, there's many different classes you can like, and many different drivers you can like from different classes. Who is your favorite from what class? And what is your favorite class? I don't race yet, but I will be someday, hopefully, racing an F500 ice oval race sled for USSA Pro Stars Series, which is an ice oval snowmobile where you race on a track, on a racetrack. That's all ice, but the sled and everything is made to carve through the ice and actually race. And you could run about 90 to 100. On an F500, you're probably running about 80 miles an hour. On a Champ 440, you are running upwards to 93 to 100. So it all depends. Nice. But yeah. Do a blinker? Okay. Cheers, my guy. Cheers. We're at what temperature? 2.4. That's fine for this battery. This battery runs a little hotter than the temperature it says, or the voltage that it says. If it says 2.4, it's roughly about 2.5 to 2.6. This battery's not consistent. That's why you gotta run it just a little bit lower. That was 11.5 seconds. It's a 15-second cutoff. 15 to 20-second cutoff. Oh, I will. You guys will see a lot of content tomorrow. Tomorrow and Saturday, you'll see a lot of content. Because I'm going to try to video some of it. Oh, you're good, bud. When you can, and if someday I get big, you can always come to me and I will try to hook you up. I'm not going to hook everybody up, but when the time is right, I may end up giving back to the community. But, you know, I got a Hidden Hills cart. It's a whipped strawberry or whipped watermelon stativa. Hidden Hills 2 gram light batter. Ultra THCP Ultra and D9, I believe. Nice, Fave. But yeah, that was the big news. Is I'm going to the snowcross races tomorrow and Saturday. So be on the lookout. Hopefully pit passes aren't too expensive. Because if pit passes are too expensive, I'm not going to be able to get to go into the pits. But I don't know how that all works out. I think for Eagle River, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I don't need to pay to get into the pits at this event. I don't think I have to. Because you walk through the pits to get into the main entrance to get in for spectator views. But I'm not sure. I know that's how it is when we go to the vintage races and I go to the world championship for ice oval racing. I know that's how it is at at this facility, but now is it that way? Can you just walk the pits for AMSL Championship Snowcross for this event? I don't know. That's gonna be the key. I don't know if you can or not. I should be able to for free, but at all the other events, I don't think it's free. I think you have to pay to look at all the sleds and look at everything. But at Eagle River for this event, I still would think they would charge you to go into the pits. Because I know when I was up at Lake Geneva a couple years ago with Grandpa, when the mod sleds were still going, then after that year they got rid of the mod sleds. I'm just like, really? They got rid of the mod sleds the year I went. It was at Lake Geneva. Oh gosh, I forget when they got rid of the mod sleds. It was I would have to look back, but I think it was oh gosh, 2017 or 2018. I don't remember. My cousin would probably know. My cousin would probably remember. She was up there. She was up there too that year with her boyfriend. They stayed at the casino resort, Lake Geneva Grand Geneva Resort is where they stayed at in Lake Geneva at the racetrack at the ski hill. That was fun. Watching watching the the boss Ross Martin. I think they called him the boss. The boss Ross Martin. That's when mod sleds were around, and oh my, those sleds were something. You just hit the throttle, and all of a sudden you're up on the hill and you're already jumping. Holy shit! Those mod sleds had some power back then. Oh, not the old mods, like some of the newer mods. Just before they got out of them. kind of mods. Those were the good years. Like back in 15, 16. Ooh, those were some good years for the mods. Watching Cody Cam, I watched him up at I watched him and Tucker Hibbert. Tucker Hibbert came from pretty much dead last, and I thought he was gonna win. And then all of a sudden, Ross Martin just kept picking off laps, picking off laps. Then all of a sudden, Tucker Hibbert sitting in second. He waited until the last lap to take the Joker, and then all of a sudden, Ross Martin comes up, comes doesn't have to take the Joker because he already took the Joker lap, and came right around him on a Polaris. Ross Martin came around and whooped him then and won. I'm just like, whoa. Ross Martin ran a good race. It was fun to watch Tucker Hibbert though that day. Tucker Hibbert was flying, and to watch those guys go up the ski hill, watch them go up the ski hill, almost at a straight vertical like that, because they start down on the bottom of the ski hill, and all of a sudden they rush up the ski hill, then they go around a little corner up there because they're going around a corner. They're going around a corner, right? Then they launch back off the offside and then come back down. That is scary. That's got to be an eerie feeling because you're just going like this. You're just launching off, and then all of a sudden you're coming down, and it's like you don't know when you're gonna land. It's like the point of no return. It's like a jump of no return because you're just up in the air and you're just coming down, and all of a sudden you're flying up. Then you peek out, and then all of a sudden you hit the brake to settle. It's just to try to bring you back down, but those mod sleds were crazy for that back then. This does. What happened? Oh, right here. Oh yeah, this was from when I was in the. This is from when I was in the woods, in berry brush. That's berry brush. Not a big deal. It's not. It's not anything to worry about. It's actually getting better. But either way, Buff and Kim are live tonight, but they're live about 10 o'clock. I'm usually in bed by then, or just going to bed by then. I gotta find a podcast or something to watch in a little bit here. I just wanted to come on for a little while at least to give you guys an update of what I'm doing this weekend because you guys are going to be seeing some racing this weekend, so you guys are going to be seeing some racing content from me. But if you guys want to watch it as well, the point standing for the pros is getting really good. There's this weekend and one more weekend, and that'll settle it. We'll settle it in Duluth, Minnesota. But the point standing the points standings could be shaken up this weekend. They are very, very close. Emilhar and Crayden Dillon are sitting in sitting in second and third with 403 points. They're both sitting at 403 points. Crayden Dillon is sitting in third, and Emilhar is sitting in second. Emilhar has 403. Crayden Dillon has 403 points. Jordan LaBelle has 411 points. So it could be a close battle this weekend. We need Jordan LaBelle to do bad this weekend because Jordan LaBelle is on a skidoo. Crayden Dillon, I don't know. Crayden Dillon's good, don't get me wrong. He's fun to watch. Same with Jordan LaBelle, but they're on skidoos. Emilhar is on a Polaris. I'd rather see Emilhar, the Moose Emilhar, do good. Like, he's out of Judnick Motorsports. Will he do good? He usually does good at Eagle River, so we'll see. Eagle River is his favorite I don't want to say favorite track, but a track that he does good at. It may not be his favorite track, but it's a track that he does good at, or he's known to do good at. Since it's been on the map, they've been they've been Imolhar and Judnick Motorsports has been really top notch this year. Hasn't been the year that I think we were all expecting of Imolhar with Judnick Motorsports and Polaris, but still, he's performing somewhat okay this year. Last year, he was Imolhar with Judnick. He was lights out. I mean, like lights out. Nobody could touch him. This year, he's having some ups and downs. He's been falling off. I don't know. He's got to do good this weekend because Cody Cam and his teammate hurt himself and I think put himself out for the rest of the year. In practice, or I think it was qualifying. He was qualifying and Cody Cam jumped his sled and hurt himself. And here's something. I know Cody Cam's getting older, right? But I truly do think that Cody Cam, I hate to say it, was better on a mod. Because you really didn't have to drive those mods. Because they had so much power that you didn't have to do much of the work. Now you have to do the work of driving the sled and keeping the power up. Because they're not a full-out mod anymore. Yes, they are. Lindsay knows what. Yes, Lindsay, they are. They're yours. Well, I shouldn't say they were yours, but technically they weren't. But I just have them on, just because you gave them to me that one night. But either way, you guys are gonna love what's to come for tomorrow and this weekend. But if I will touch base with you guys when I can and everything, but I'm gonna try and post more content. I just don't want to piss Mom off because of things, but it's not a big deal. It is what it is. I'm not losing sleep over it. I gotta respect her wishes too. If she doesn't want me to do YouTube, she doesn't want me to do YouTube, but that's not gonna stop me from making YouTube stuff. It's just, I'm not gonna do it so often. Is that what you guys probably want? No. Is that what I want? No, but just know you guys are still going to see content. It's just not going to be as regular as I would like it to be. Because there's certain people that watch that apparently Mom doesn't want seeing my YouTube and stuff. That's already seeing it and getting upset. I'm not being mean. It's not a big deal. I'm not losing sleep over it. It is what it is. Am I going to get mad at the people that are mad at me for making YouTube content that are telling my mom? No. And am I going to get upset and get mad at them, even if I know the people that are making it difficult for me to make YouTube content? No. I'm just going to go about my day. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Hank's upstairs. He's doing his thing. That was really, really good. I can't show on here what I got, but some of you know what I was just drinking. But um, I have something with my with my what's it called? With this with my monster. But oh yes. Either way, we're having a good night. And I hope you guys are having a great night as well too. But if you guys want to get people to join, go for it. I don't have an issue, but oh yeah, that's what's happening here. Let's take another blinker, because why not? Yeah, but that does the opposite for me though. Everybody thinks that caffeine makes me. Everybody says that caffeine makes them wired. Well, let me. I hate to break it to people. It does completely the opposite of what it's supposed to do. For me, I have ADHD, so caffeine pretty much. I don't want to say that this is for everybody, but like mine, my thing is caffeine doesn't bother me. If anything, it puts me to sleep. I don't have caffeine enough to where caffeine will keep me awake. I only drink water. And Lindsay, you know this. Monday through Friday, 7 to 12:30. I am pissed because tomorrow I want off, and if I were to try to get off, what would end up happening is I would have to take a whole week off. Then I would have to take Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then come back Friday. You can't just take it off one day at a time, because then you could be off all the time. So this way, you have to take it. You have to take. You have to take it at a couple days at a time. Well, not a couple days at a time. You have to take it at a week at a time, and you get 2 weeks off. But you have to take them a week at a time. And I haven't even accumulated that yet. So she's like, "Well, you still gotta come to work." I'm just like, "I don't know. I know that's the hard part. I gotta come to work tomorrow, knowing that the races are on." She's just like, "Well, you just gotta do it." I'm just like, "I know I do. I'll be here, but it's gonna be hard because I know the racing is on at 10, and I should be up there because I'm going to be. But that's gonna be the suck. That's the hard part for me. I love my job. Is it hard on my hands? Oh, yeah, it is. Someday I'm gonna end up with arthritis if I do this job all my life. Like, I don't mind working in a cheese factory. That I don't mind. That part of it I like. And do I like my job right now? Hell yeah, I do. Cutting the cheese, it's worth it. I'm curious to see how many blocks I did today. Roughly, I've been getting 15 done, and I'm supposed to be getting double. I'm supposed to have double what I have already, and I'm doing 15 blocks a day so far. I wonder, and I'm just thinking a lot. I wonder. Um, I'm supposed to be doing double 15, because I'm only doing 15 blocks a day, cutting 15 blocks of moldy cheese to no mold on the cheese, to like simply, you could, and we do. There's times where I'll just go in, um, and we all do it. We're all guilty of doing it at times. Is cutting some of the cutting all the, we cut all the mold off. Then there's certain times where we'll just slice a little bit off for ourselves, for myself, just to eat right then and there. And we're all guilty of doing in that room. We're all guilty of doing it at times. And it's not that great of cheese. If I'm being honest with you, it's not that great of cheese. Oh hi, empty nester. But yeah, this cheese we do is for Mosini. I work for Mosini Cold Storage, which is their Mosini Cheese's warehouse, right? And where we process their Mosini's cheese, right? I think we do a lot of different projects. Right now, we're working on EJ Market in Mosini, I believe. Their cheese is okay. It's not the greatest. It's kind of gross. If you see what this cheese has to go through before being cut, that's where you would say, yuck. You probably wouldn't eat it, but you cut the mold off the cheese and you're just fine. The cheese is just fine. But and some of the times, Monday through Friday, 7 to 12:30, I get a break at 9:45 to 10. Plus, you know what else? Plus, but I tried to ask for off. I tried to nicely just kind of throw it out there that I'm going to the races, and I'm just like, oh no. And she's just, and I'm just like, well, and I can't take off. And she's like, well, you still gotta come into work. I'm just like, yeah, I know. Even though I want to take off. And she's just like, well, you still gotta come in. I'm just like, I know. I'll be here, even though I don't want to be here. I'll be here tomorrow. I guess I gotta be here. She's like, I know. And it's like, well, it's a, it's on a Friday. But if I was working at Colby, I would be able to. But I don't want to. I didn't want to work there. I could work there for less hours, but yet I don't really like the job. This is a better sit down job, anyways. And this would work out better, anyways. And it's less. How do I want to say? It's less. Um, Work. And this one gal in there was in her 60s, and she's just sitting there. She was complaining like, "Yeah, I don't know what I would do if." She's just like, "Yeah, I don't know what I would do if, if I didn't have a husband right now. I wouldn't be able to survive right now. I only I only make $1,000, and then when by the time taxes and everything are taken out, it's probably about $800." I was like, damn, there's no way I can live on that. And then you got people that are on SSI and all this other stuff and sitting at home making money and here I am busting my ass and can't get a fucking thing. I'm just like, damn. Oh, and if I wanted to make more, I would have to go full time. Oh, no shit. No shit, you would have to go full time. But I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to get into it. But But then I just said to them, and the one gal understands my situation, but the gal next to her, she was the one complaining. The gal next to the one that I was talking to was complaining about about people getting SSI and all this other stuff that don't need. I agree. I agree with her on that. She said you get people that are on SSI that don't need it, that are getting it, that are just sitting at home freeloading and just using their SSI money. I know you do, Lindsay, and I feel for you. But that's where she was just complaining. Obviously, I wish I could get all these benefits and this and that, and I'm just like, damn, bro. Maybe just work because you can work. You're very capable of it. I'm not. Like, she's just like, well, I don't want to have to go full time to be able to afford to live. Well, hate to break it to you, but you kind of got to. If I could go full time, I probably would. But whatever. I know, girl. But you see, this EJ market we do stuff for, I don't want to be mean and I don't want to be rude, but their stuff is kind of trash. Their cheese is kind of trash. Their white cheddar doesn't taste like white cheddar. It almost tastes like rubber white cheddar, if that makes any sense. Their white cheddar is a consistency of almost a rubber white cheddar. It still tastes like white cheddar, but not fully. It almost tastes rubber, like it's still got that dryness. Plus, it's supposed to have a dryness to it, but it's more like a wetness and like almost like sponginess to it. Like if cheese was, and some cheese is rubbery tasting, and this has the consistency of it. And we were doing some blocks today, and I'm just like, damn, bro. Nice. But yeah, I love my job. I just sit there and I trim cheese all day long. Cut and mold out of the cheese because sometimes they have a test hole that they test to see how far the mold goes in. And some of the blocks have a lot of mold. So it's just, so then you have to clean it all out. You have to clean that whole clean up mold. You have to make sure every little speck, even just the slightest tiniest, so small that you have to take a knife, a little tiny knife, and pick it out. It's so small. Yeah. Can't have any specks of nothing. Or else you get it sent back to you. And the more times you get it sent back to you, the less time to get blocks done, and then you get yelled at for not doing many blocks. Like I'm supposed to be doing double of what I'm doing because I've already got yelled at. Well, not yelled at yet, but she told me I'm supposed to be doing double, double, double of what I'm doing now, and I'm only doing 15, and I'm supposed to double that, which is fine, which is doable. When the cheese comes out a little cleaner and stuff like that, where I don't have to sit there and clean. Like the one guy Tim today, he was spot on with cutting the cheese earlier because you have to cut the real messy part of it off, and then we do then I do the work with 5 other people of just sitting there slicing the cheese and just making sure the whole huge block, the 40 pound or 50 pound block, is all done and all cleaned. No specks of black, no nothing, no mold, no nothing, and away you go. Then you package it up, put the package on it, and away you go. Yeah, see, you would like the cheese, but nah, I don't know that you would really care for the cheese. It's not that great. I've tried enough of it and ate enough of the different stuff that we had already. It's okay cheese. It's not my favorite cheese. It's not a cheese I would go out of my way to go buy. I mean, it looks cool. It sounds cool and it sounds good. But then you go to eat it and it's like, yeah, it's kind of almost a letdown. It looks better than what it tastes. Let's put it that way. I'm a picky eater when it comes to cheese. Very picky. I am very, very picky when it comes to cheese. I'm a cheese connoisseur. Like, for real, I'm a cheese connoisseur. Like, it is bad. It is bad. It is bad how much I love my cheese. I can't control myself. If you give me a very good cheese like Sartori, like I'm talking Wisconsin cheese like Sartori cheese. If you give me any other cheese, look out. I am going to have a field day with their cheese. And I'm not going to like myself in the morning. But I'll enjoy that cheese to no end. All of their cheese I love. Like Sartori makes some really good cheese. And if you guys live in Wisconsin or live just outside of Wisconsin and know the cheese brand I'm talking about, go try it. Same with Mullins cheese. Same with um, Land O'Lakes cheese. Same with Land O'Lakes is almost processed, but it's not processed, but almost that way. Almost processed. They're on the lines of still really, really, really good product. Same with Marathon cheese. They're okay. Colby cheese, they're really good. They're a good brand, Colby. They have a factory in Colby, Wisconsin, and they make I'm sure of it. Sure, that's where the name Colby comes. I'm not saying that's where it originated, but that's they probably make Colby cheese in their factory in Colby, in their cheese factory in Colby. Um, there's some other good good cheese brands around Wisconsin that I would recommend. And all these that I just mentioned are really good companies to work for and are good cheese companies in general. Now, Sartori, you used to be able to go buy their cheese. Well, you used to be able to get as much cheese as you wanted from their plant because I do have a family member that works in the Sartori cheese factory in Antigo, Wisconsin, and they said people started taking advantage of it to the point where now they can't take any anymore and can't they only get they don't hardly get it anymore. Because before you used to be able just to get as much as you wanted. You could go ask, oh I need some cheese. Great, okay, great. You go and grab some. They're not gonna care. But now, because so many people abused it, and the people that didn't abuse it got it taken away and got it and the people that abused it got it taken away for everybody. So the people that weren't abusing it got it taken away also for themselves. Colby cheese can be good. I like the consistency of Sartori. They have their products are really good. I don't know why, but they are. I don't know that there's I don't know that there's really a brand that I like more than Sartori cheese. I'm not saying all the other cheeses are bad, but Sartori is still on the on top of my choices. If I ever see it, I'm 9 times out of 10 probably gonna pick it up. It's just one of those cheeses you have to have, and it's a staple. I mean, it's expensive as hell, but for how much you get, but because you only get like a wedge, you only get like a little wedge, like a cheese wedge, probably about like that, and probably about like that thick, probably about like that thick only, and then it's sliced downward, so it's sliced downward, and it's expensive for what you get, but oh, their cheeses are good. There's other brands too, but I don't know. That's just one of them. I would love to go, and they just had it a couple weeks ago. Was it a week or two ago? They had the Wisconsin cheese contest, or just a cheese contest in Wisconsin. So I would have loved to gone to that. Someday I'm going to. I love my cheese. Or you know what I would do is try to find a hot sauce store and or have somebody buy me some hot stuff like hot dried pepper. If somebody wants to buy me like dried peppers, like crazy hot dried peppers on Amazon, like Carolina Reapers and Ghost peppers and Seven Pot peppers or Trinidad Scorpions. If you want to buy me dried peppers, I will eat the dried peppers. I don't even care if they're fresh peppers. I'll just eat them dry. Or if somebody wants to try to find me peppers and send them to me, if you guys should know my address. If you want to hit me up, my link is in my bio. And there's ways to get a hold of me on my bio on my YouTube channel. So just go take a look. But I'm open for hot sauce. You guys to go on line on Amazon and buy me a bunch of dried peppers, like the world's hottest dried peppers, like Carolina Reaper powder or pepper sprinkles. Like I don't care what you guys do. If you guys want to buy me the world's hottest pepper sprinkles, the world's hottest powders, the world's hottest dried peppers, the world's hottest hot sauces, the world's hottest gummy bear, the world's hottest whatever. I the one chip challenge, bunch of one chip challenges. I don't care what you guys do. If you want to buy me, I don't care. I'll do it. My go go hit me up. Go hit me up. Go take a text me. I don't care. Send me some products. I don't care what you guys all want to send me. You can send me the world's hottest hot sauces. You can send me the world's hottest peppers to eat on video. Well, I don't care. I want you guys to send me either weed stuff or pepper stuff. I would rather have pepper stuff at this point. I would love to review some pepper stuff. I work at Mosinee Cold Storage, where it's basically Mosinee cheese, but it's their warehouse that I work at. And I'm in the cheese room. So once the cheese comes out of the package, the mold and everything is trimmed off. Like the heavy mold is trimmed off. Then it gets put on a cart. Then it gets put in the room. And then I sit there and trim off the little tedious mold. The little tedious mold then. If that makes any sense. Oh yeah. We're not looking for any cheese cutters right at this moment, but we are looking for, if I remember correctly, we are looking for a cutter slash, um, we're looking for like the cheese cutter person slash package opener slash cutting mold off, like the huge mold, like it's all moldy when it comes out, right? Or it could be, right? So what you do is when it comes on a pallet, and then you take a pallet jack, and then you bring it up. It's on the pallet jack, and then you take the thing. It's already packaged. You take it out of the package. You cut all that nasty mold off. You don't have to get it super clean, but get it clean enough to where you don't have to do much with it when you go in to the cleaning room and start actually cleaning it, scraping it, and making sure all that mold is off. They give you tools and everything for it. It's easy to do. Oh yeah, you could do it. You would love it. You honestly might actually like it. It's a sit. You can. It's a more of a sit down job. Just you just have to be able to move 50 to 60 pounds roughly. You could do it. Oh, I believe in you. You could do it. This job would be fun. This job would be so fun for you. 7 in the morning until 12:30 in the afternoon. You get a break in 9:45. Everybody's super nice to everybody. Not a lot of people. There's people. Everybody gets along with everybody. It's not like anybody hates anybody or nobody hates their job. Everybody loves their job. Even I mean, yeah, my hands get sore and everything, but you just deal with it, and then you just slow down a little bit, and then you just get a little bit slower. But by then, you're about an hour. You have about an hour to go when my hands really start to hurt. Other than that, you could do it. Oh, I believe you could do this. It's simple. It's not hard. It's it's a painless job. It's just tedious. Ooh, ooh, yeah. What game? You know, I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Lindsay would know a game for me to have. Probably. I don't. I can't think of a good game that I would actually really like for the Switch. Because they came out with the Switch 2, so I don't know what game I would like for that for the Switch 1. I mean, I do like some of the Donkey Kong stuff, but that gets boring very quick for me because I don't have the patience to sit there and fail levels like that, and to just sit there and just redo it and redo it and redo it and redo it and redo. I mean, that's different if I'm racing and doing that kind of stuff. But like I like shooting games and racing games and sports games. Faith, if you're gonna do that, go on DK Oldies. And I'm not kidding you when I say that. You should go on DK Oldies. That's where you would have a lot of fun for cheap games. Or what you could do is you could get me Wii games. My grandma has a Wii that I'm getting. You could buy me a new remote. You could buy me Wii games. Don't matter to me. No, don't look on Amazon. Go to DK Oldies. Go to DK Oldies online. DKOldies.com. DK oldies.com. They have very good pricing and free shipping. And they throw in a game in your package. So they give you a free game for purchasing. They throw in a game for free. It's worth it. You could get a Wii, you could get Wii games, you can get Nintendo Switch games. I don't care which one. Preferably the Switch, though. No, you are not getting that dirt bike. That is not even a dirt bike. That is a pit bike, not a dirt bike. That is not even close to a dirt bike. What you showed me is not even close to a dirt bike. That is what you call a pit bike. A modern day pit bike. Yuck. Just throwing that out there. Yuck. What did I tell you? Go on Marketplace. Faith. I'm telling you this. Go on line and go on Facebook Marketplace and look up, and they're in your area, because I know this because there's a guy called Two Vintage who's from Watoma, Wisconsin, who has a YouTube channel, who has 87,000 or more on his subs on YouTube, and he buys all these different contraptions, like from dirt bikes to ATVs to quads to racing dirt bikes and everything. And he rebuilds a lot of these, but they're out there. There's a lot of them out there in good condition, and I don't know how much that dirt bike that you want is, but you could go buy a better bike. Maybe put a little bit of work into it, not much, like a couple $100 if that, and you could have a good running dirt bike. And you should go on Facebook Marketplace and buy some, or go on Marketplace and buy a 500cc two-stroke dirt bike, either a KX 500 two-stroke, CR 500 two-stroke. I mean, or go buy a 350 Banshee quad. That's a Yamaha 350 two-stroke Banshee racing quad. Or go buy a 500 two-stroke Suzuki Quadzilla. I mean, or go buy a Suzuki RM or an RMzilla 500 two-stroke dirt bike. Like, or go buy a 250 two-stroke. Like, I'm not kidding you. Just go on Marketplace and go buy yourself a better dirt bike than a pit bike that you showed me that only goes 20 to 30 miles an hour, when you could go a top speed of almost 80 to 90 miles an hour on a 500, and even a 250 is quick for a dirt bike. I recommend you go on Marketplace and go find yourself a Yamaha 350 Banshee. That's a two-stroke racing quad, which is an ATV. like you're racing ATV. And that's a two-stroke. Just be prepared to have to tune it and jet it. No, I can't, Lindsay. I think mom and everybody are in bed, so I gotta keep it down. So I can't be loud. But but that's the fun. That's the fun part, Faith. There are 350 Banshees, Yamaha 350 Banshees that are in running condition, and in pretty much pristine condition. If you're willing to pay the price, because I don't know how much that dirt bike is, if you're willing to pay the price on Marketplace, the 350 Banshees in our area are going for about $5,000 in running condition with nothing wrong with them. You can kickstart it and start it up, and away you go. Now, does that mean you don't have to put oil in it? You don't have to do all the maintenance? No, you still have to make sure the idle is always good. You need to make sure everything's up in running condition because it's a two-stroke. You got to make sure it's not a four-stroke where the four strokes you don't have to ever really touch them. Two strokes, you have to tinker with them, and you have to make sure the idle is fine and the jetting is fine. Not a big deal. It should always be idling fine, and you just have to jet it for certain weather. It's not a big deal. No, don't. That's what she wants. No, no. The price you pay for that, you could go get a 500cc two stroke that's way faster, and you can have more fun with. Like, bro, don't waste your money that way on something new like a 2024 mini bike. No, when you can just go buy yourself a better bike. Now this is where I draw the line. This is where I draw the line. Because realistically, you can go buy a you can go buy a 500cc two-stroke dirt bike on Marketplace in running condition right now for under 5 grand. No joke. It's worth it. It's more worth it than that mini bike. And I don't care what anybody says. A mini bike sucks. Only 20 to 30 miles an hour. I could outrun that right now with my four-wheeler. And my four-wheeler, and I don't know, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. My four-wheeler tops out at like 35, 40. It's not worth it. It's so not worth it. It's so not worth it. You're better off to go on Marketplace and just buy yourself a 500 two-stroke or a 350 Banshee or a 250 two-stroke dirt bike. Like, I'm not kidding you. You'll have more fun that way than buying that mini bike or a pit bike that you showed me. I know what you showed me, and that's a pit bike slash mini bike. Don't waste your money on it. I'm telling you, do not waste that money on it. It looks cool, but there's cooler out there for a cheaper price for an older year. That's more fun. Trust me. You want a big bore 500 two-stroke dirt bike? Go on Marketplace, and you'll have more fun with that than you will a mini bike. My dad will even tell you that. He's rode mini bikes and has dirt and had dirt bikes and raced dirt bikes back in the day, and he'll tell you a mini bike is nothing. They're a waste of money. Don't do it, Faith. Don't do it. Waste that money on something a little bit better. Waste it on a 500 two-stroke or a 250 two-stroke dirt bike. Yes. Okay. I will show you some in your area. Give me some time and I will show you some tonight. I'll send you some in your area. How far how far away should I be going? How many miles away, like for your area, how far, how many miles? No, don't look for a motorcycle. Wait. Wait. Oh, I will look on on Marketplace. Okay, got you. Yeah, look on Marketplace for either, but first look for a 500cc two-stroke dirt bike. Look that up, and I'll help you too in a little bit here in a couple minutes here because I'm gonna get off here in about 5 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bells. Until then, everybody, this has been a Dopest Brayden live stream. Until then, be on the lookout for some lives tomorrow and be on the lookout for some videos this weekend at some point. I'll try to get video content for you guys when I can. It's going to be a busy weekend. It's going to be a hectic weekend. I'm going to the Amsoil Championship Snowcross over at Eagle River, Wisconsin. If you guys can't make it, you guys go check it out on Flow Racing. But until then, this has been a Dopest Braden live stream. Until then, bye.